Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is Mike. It has been a while since I've done a video. I've been enjoying summer and all that stuff. Excuse me for my dorky reading glasses. Although the lighting is horrible in here, I would turn on the shed lights, but currently it's, I don't know if you can see that, but it's 91, there we go. It's 91 degrees in here, and that'll just add to the light. So it'll be crappy lighting, but it's always crappy lighting in the Shed of Solitude anyway. But anyway, today we are reviewing Constellation by Cornell and Deal, even though you can't see because of, all right, well, hold on. Let's see if you can see it now. Quick lighting. There you go. Anyway, you don't need to see my face really, even though it's been a while since we've seen each other. But in any case, we're gonna fire this up. I've already done the charring light, so let's light this up and see what we get. Now, let's see what we got here. Let your worries slip away. So we got a blended latakia, which I can say, when you smell the tin, I think that's the predominant note, which is funny because it's kind of strong, but not. I've smelled far worse. We got Turkish and Bright Virginias, balanced with Black Cavendish, which probably does give it balance here because a little bit of burley. Okay, so like when I just took a puff here, the first few puffs here, it's interesting because when I opened it and smelled the tin, I was like, oh yeah, this might be borderline lat bomb kind of thing, but it's really not. Surprisingly, with the first few puffs, it's pretty subdued, I think, but it's only been the first few puffs. So let's get into this here. Kind of smooth, smoother than I thought. Not overly lat. It's I don't know how to describe that. Again, my weakness is I can't pull out all the notes, which makes for really boring reviews. And I can't retrohale through my nose as try as I might. So you'll see me put my nose up to it and try to go that way. Through my videos. Some people might think that's weird. I never really explain that, where I'm going like this and wafting it in my nose just to get the smell. And it's good. Kind of that soapy note, but not bad. It's it's kind of, like I get a bit of a toasty kind of vibe. This is it. I gotta be honest. I thought this was gonna be a blend right off the bat I wasn't gonna like, but this is. I'm not saying I like it. I'm just saying it's interesting right now. You know, there's a strong soap note, and I've said this through countless of my videos, but the soap note. And others, and I always thought it was me, like I'm a weirdo thinking soap note. Soap note. I don't know where I even came up with that, but others seem to have agreed with me with latakias, that this is kind of soapy, kind of. Maybe it's just because I'm Gen X, and you know my grandparents, my grandmother Gladys used to put soap in my mouth. So maybe that's why I think that. I don't know. But so this is the last one of the Serenity series. I just wanted to point that out that I have. I think this is all. I think there's 4 of them, and this is the last I'm doing. So I do got a new review coming, and I posted that today on my YouTube here. I posted that because I believe it's the individual's, oh, I want to say Sam something. He's got I can't remember what his handle is or what his YouTube call sign, whatever you want to call it, is, but he mentioned how Watch City was putting a new blend out, Bostonian something. I can't even remember the name right now off the top of my head. Hold on, let me see. Do I got the picture? I can look at the picture because I don't know why I'm not remembering it. Let's see. Bostonian Rhapsody. So, me being from Rhode Island, I kind of had to get it. It seemed criminal. I wasn't going to get it. Then I said, you know, he kind of pushed me over the edge, and I was like, all right, I got to get it. I'm from Rhode Island, New England, Boston, very close to Boston, so I have to. And I spent a lot of time in Boston, as we all have in New England. When he said it's like an appetizer for Rogaroo, which I'm not probably going to get, but someone might twist my arm again. I don't think I'm going to get it. I still have Rogaroo from a few years back. So look for that review soon. But this, I don't know. Overall, I'll say the series is not bad. It's decent. I like that it's smoky. That's the burley. Must be giving us a good smokiness. Anyway, I hope you guys have been enjoying your summer. I've been enjoying my summer. I've been very busy. I'll talk about it at a later date. I got some videos planned in the end of the month coming up. And we're getting into fall and winter, and there'll probably be more videos. I'll be out here more because the shed just gets too hot in the summer. So I don't typically come out here. And for me, usually what happens in the summer, I go into cigar season. So I don't smoke as many pipe tobacco. That sounded awful. I don't smoke as much pipe tobacco in the summer. I still smoke it, just not as frequent as I do in the winter months, in the fall, in the spring. But to me, it's always been cigar season in the summer. Come April, May, June, July, August, it's kind of cigar season. So I've been doing that a lot, and I've been outside in the backyard. And I could do videos, but I got to be honest, and I'll get into it more later in those other videos. I've been kind of lazy, just kind of enjoying life or trying to figure some stuff out. You may hear my neighbor. And you may hear the pool filter for Lake Rondo. Which, I don't know if I even mentioned it last year, but last year, the filter had a problem. I opened the pool, it was crystal clear like it's always been, great. And we had like an algae. We had like a pollen bloom, if you will, and it just got in the pool, and I didn't run the filter long enough to clean it out, and so it was just cloudy all year, and I was like, all right, maybe I'll have to change the sand this year. Popped the filter head off, looked at the sand looked fine. I just backwashed it quite a bit. It cleared a lot of that out, and I don't know what happened, but it's crystal clear. It hasn't been this clear since I think when we first got the pool, to be honest. Oh, that breeze feels good. So nice opening the shed door and getting that breeze coming through. Doesn't always happen, but it's nice when it does. Anyway, I can take my goofy glasses off. I don't know. I mean, now that's interesting because I got some smoke and I was able to kind of retrohale. I don't want to call it peppery, but the thing I'm noticing about this is I'm getting a toasty kind of warm vibe to it, which is probably good for the winter months. So this is probably, I mean, you can smoke whenever the hell you want, whatever you want. You could have a Christmas blend right now if you want. You do what you got to do. I don't really judge. But I can see this on a cold winter's day being a good one. There you go. My troubles are all going away. That's what it kind of hints at in the thing here. Let your worries slip away. The tin art, maybe I should start rating tin art. The tin art is not so good. Kind of blah. Actually, all of them are kind of piss poor. I'm looking at Revere right now. It's kind of ho hum. You know, I like things like this. You know, not that you can see it because of the poor lighting, but you know. Not only that, another reason I haven't been in the shed is it's turned into a complete disaster. I got shit everywhere. Look, there's like so much dust. This is the dust. Again, you can't see because of the lighting. My apologies. But I got to come in here once it gets cooler. And this week's supposed to be cool, so maybe during the week I might come out here and try to straighten this disaster out. The shed is looking as bad as it's looked since I came in here in 2019 and made this my little shed of solitude here, where I come out and smoke my pipe and cigars, and it needs an overhaul. We're going to remedy that. And I think actually next spring, there's like this bench thing that they set up before I bought the place, and I might take that out and have a little more space. We'll see. I don't know if I'm going to do that, but it's kind of awkward, that shelving workbench area. Still that soapy note. I've had others where, I mean, this is kind of throughout. Usually what I get when I'm doing a Latakia or a lat blend is I'll get it near the mid bowl to the end. It gets strong. And this has just been consistent throughout. Not in a bad way, to be honest. I kind of don't mind the soap note. Because it doesn't taste like, I don't feel like some tobaccos you get like that tobacco taste in your mouth, which can kind of be annoying. You know, I mean, I brush my teeth right after I do this anyway, and mouthwash and all that stuff. But at least this, if you were out and about, you wouldn't feel like you would offend someone if you were near them talking. Like I mean, this is an English blend, supposedly, right? I think that's what they said. Is it in English? Yeah, it's in English. It counts as in English. My God, I'm losing my mind. Hold on, let's see. I had just got a comment on my thing. Anyway, let's see. An Americanized English blend. All right, so that's traditional Latakia. Yeah, okay. The lighter amounts. All right. So it says it has traditional Latakia in Turkish, and then it says the lighter amounts. So is the Latakia lighter or is the Turkish lighter, or both? I would interpret that as both. It's a Virginia flake, cube burley, toasted black Cavendish. Slightly sweet finish, which I think gives it that warm, toasty feeling that I've been getting. So let's see. Got a 3.3 out of 9 reviews here. Jim Links isn't posted on this one. He must have skipped it. So it's not bad. It's an Americanized English blend. I don't think I've had that before. I could be totally wrong. But I love the smokiness of it. And the smoke note is very... It's not bad. I gotta be honest. I mean, I know they're all kind of different, each one of these Serenity series, but I think this might be the better one out of them. The more I smoke this, I think this is one of those blends. The more I smoke it, the more I'm gonna like it. Of course, I did those other videos so long ago, I can't even remember. It's been a summer of, which it just went by too damn fast. Wow, it just went by quick. Because I had planned to finish this up and then figure out what I was going to do with other videos. And figure out what I'm doing with this channel. And I know I get some feedback today with people are glad I'm doing reviews again. And I'm still going to kind of do that. It just won't be as much as it was, I don't think. But hey, you never know. You never know with me. It's my channel. I'll do what I want, and I'll put on what I want. What you guys like, you like. What you don't, you don't. That's fine. I don't know. I think if you're curious about it, get it. Otherwise, if my review is like, oh, it's just a ho-hum kind of thing, another Latakia kind of thing, don't get it. But if you're curious, I think the interesting thing about this is I think the more you smoke it, the more you'll like it, I think. If you like Latakia, like I do. Of course, Burley and Black Cavendish. And I would say the Latakia was predominant throughout this. And usually when I get down to near the end, as you can see, here's the pipe, here's this, I'm pretty far down. I'm almost Dottleville, if you will. And usually when you have Virginia mixed in, the Virginia starts to take over like a lat, at least for me anyway, with my crappy taste buds. And I wasn't sure what pipe to go with tonight. I almost went with my 7LA320, the naked pipe, the workhorse of the shed, if you will. I use that in just about every goddamn review. Every tobacco I've ever reviewed, I think I've smoked with that pipe. And then this was probably the second one, the Rat Rays, the Christopher Morley look-alike pipe that I call. And this is a good horse. This is another workhorse. This is a great pipe. But I noticed I got all these other pipes over there that are just sitting there like, hey, you remember us? So I think in the coming reviews that I do, or just even having my pipe chats, which you're going to see more of those, I think, more of just talking and while I smoke a pipe kind of thing. We're going to have a smoke together and just forget our troubles and the world problems and everything. So probably more of that. But I got all those other pipes, so you'll see those. I should probably... They're all good pipes, too, and I feel bad. But, you know, you like what you like, right? And I definitely like a pipe there's like a jack of all trades, which is what that 7LA320 pipe is like. It just does what it does. It doesn't matter what you throw. It doesn't ghost. I've never had any ghosting with anything. It just does its job. And I love that. And I'm kind of that way myself. Like when I'm at work, it's just like, this is what you give me, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm just going to do it, kind of thing, day in and day out. And it's not even getting too hot, considering, like always, as I've always said in my videos, I puff faster when I'm doing these videos because of time restraints. When I'm doing my chill videos where I'm just talking, I'm not going to puff as hard, I don't think. So those will be long form videos, which might make you guys bored. We'll see. But this, it's warm, but not like typically like when I smoke a Virginia. It gets pretty fiery, if you will. But this gives a good cozy winter, cold winter's vibe. I'm going to have to try this in a very cold night out here in the shed and fire one of these up and see if it gives you that warm, kind of cozy feeling in a winter's night. Because I think that would shine, and I'd probably like it more. Because I kind of, the way I smoke my pipes and tobacco is with mood, with the seasons, so to speak. Like, and I don't know if any of you can relate, but I think this one definitely, for me, is a winter blend. But it's intriguing. I like this, and I think I'm going to like it even more as I go and smoke more of this. It's not bad. And I'm going to leave it at that. What you guys want to do, if you want to try it out of curiosity, let me know what you guys think. If you've ever even tried it, let me know what you think of it. I think I'm in Dottleville now. I think I'm done here. Not bad, considering I'm right at the bottom here. Yeah, now it's getting too warm. I'm at the very bottom. Anyway, I guess that's going to do it for this video. I just wanted to jump on. I know I said I'd be back at the end of the month, but you know what? I got the Bostonian Rhapsody coming, and that's probably at the end of the month, or maybe even sooner. And I needed to finish this series up with the Serenity series, and I'm glad I just you know what? Get out there, get in the shed. Hey, it's dropped down to 87 degrees. That's not too bad. Thankfully, the sun's going down and the door's open, so it's balanced out, but I wasn't going to turn the lights on. That was too hard. So apologies for the crappy lighting, but, you know, you just needed to hear what I had to say. Anyway, I'm out of here. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.